Hello, everybody. Welcome to another long awaited episode of the YTMCU podcast. I know it has been uh, quite a while since we've uploaded one. The last one was 6 months ago. Uh, and before that, it was 8 months ago. This is episode 8 of the podcast. Today, I will be featuring my lovely wife, Kendall.
Hi.
Go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
I play most notably Hellcat and Bloodhunter in Psylocke. I'm in a bunch of upcoming movies as Polaris and Moonstone and a couple of other things that are secret for now.
Let's just say I'm putting this woman to work.
Yeah, I'm in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
But I also help with the writing. I film some of the scenes. I help make the props. I did the SFX makeup.
SFX, yeah.
SFX makeup for Alex's arm.
My little wrist cut.
And yeah.
So yeah, hoping today we can have a more interesting conversation because I know some of the guys that are more new, we don't always have like the most in-depth talks about things. But Kendall here, her and I talk a lot about this stuff, and she's big into acting, and she's a lot more into comics and media than she once was. So she's kind of been down the road of it. So it'll be very interesting to have this introspective talk, especially since last time when we talked, it was with me, you, and Dalton, which Dalton does most of the talking usually because he's experienced.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you wanted to save most of your actual opinions for the real episode. So, first let's start with, what was your acting experience before the YTMCU?
So I
ask everyone this, so don't be embarrassed. We've already heard about Nikki, Jafar, Sunny, all those losers from Greece and Aladdin, and etc. etc.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure mine's a little bit cooler than that, but
a little bit.
But I did musical theater all of my life up until I, grew out of the age range they had for it. So I joined theater at my school, and I was the Wicked Witch. I was the Wicked Witch in the Wizard of Oz. I did tech another year, and then my senior year, I decided to sit out and just chill for my last year.
What's it like to be in theater? Because that's something I should have asked other people, but I wanna get that perspective from you as because the first person I could ask about it. What's it like to be in theater? Because most of the people that watch these probably have not acted in that kind of way. So what's it like?
Well, theater, it depends on who you get. My high school experience was wonderful. I had a lot of wonderful people. I loved all of my cast members. I loved all of my tech members. I loved everyone. But back when I was little and in musical theater, there was a lot of competition. I was what people would call the show's favorite. So, yeah, I was just good, I guess.
Acting does come naturally to some people more than others. Can't attest to that. Never acted in theater or anything, and then I just made movies, and then I got good. Which that you're, I believe, the fifth person I've talked with this about. I've talked to Jack, Mac, and Dalton and Mom about theater acting. I'd say Blair had like a small bit, but not enough. So you're I believe, what was that, the fourth or fifth person that I've been able to talk about this with? So that does lead into it. What is it like transitioning from a theater actor to a film actor? Like, what's the difference?
You're not as dramatic as you are in theater.
That's definitely true. Everyone has told me that.
Like, in theater, it's drilled into your head. You have to be big. You have to be, like, loud. You have to do everything this way. But with film, there's a script, but you don't have to stick to that. You say what you think the character would say.
Right, exactly. It's a lot more like
You can,
natural.
yeah, you can feel a lot more with it, whereas theater, you have to read from the script.
See, that's a thing.
Jonathan Looman.
He's a good actor. He just doesn't. He hasn't got a lot of. I mean, he's only played like what 3 characters.
Hey, ladies.
Where's the guitar? Colton and Jack Mack, if you're listening, you'll understand that reference. That is a big problem I notice with some people that come into the YTMCU, and even ones that don't, like that just like have never acted before. They watch theater and assume they have to act like they're acting.
Yeah.
Like some people will like come in, and I'll tell them to just be natural, just act, and they will act like they are acting. Which, like, I know that sounds weird to say, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, they come off as unnatural. Like, despite the fact these are all, like, comic characters that have, like, godly, insane powers and freaking colorful costumes and crazy origins, most of them are portrayed as just real people. Like, normal people. Like, look at Spider-Man. He's one of the realest people. He's just like everyone else.
Yep.
And when people come in to play these characters, they assume they need to be theatric, because when you think of comics, you think of some like goofy stuff, which most of the time it isn't. Like I said, most of the time they're presented as real people, and people that come into the group, they have a problem with that. Like they think they need to be theatric, to be like, if I'm out and about, I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
But what really separates the difference is exactly like you said, is just presentation of character. Like compared to someone like, I don't know, Psylocke. How is the difference between that and the witch? Like, what kind of acting differences are you looking at?
First of all, the witch was villain.
Well, I mean, let's say Moonstone then.
They're pretty similar.
Think so?
Yeah. Moonstone's more crazy, but I mean, the witch was screaming her head off every 3 scenes.
Yeah. I will say, if you watched a YTMCU live performance and had to watch Moonstone live, you'd go crazy because she's wild.
It's actually crazy.
I'll talk a little bit about that movie later. So I'm gonna get this one out of the way, just because, I think it's an interesting question. How does it feel to act in projects alongside your husband? Like, how does that...
I don't think I could imagine it being anyone else, to be honest. I don't know who else I'd film with.
I just mean, like, as opposed to, like, filming with, like, your friends or people that you did, like, musicals in school with. Like, what's the difference between recording or, like, acting with them and then acting with me?
It just feels more real.
How so?
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like I get what you're saying. I just want to, like, hear it from the mouth, you know?
I don't know.
Okay, well, then, with that, I'll move on to the next one. How do you prepare to play characters? Like, when you think of, like, I don't know, just, like, any character that you played. Like, most people that get, like, first come into the YTMCU, they'll put on the costume and they'll just be like, yep, I think this is how this character would sound. And so I'll just
I actually ask you questions about the character.
Right.
I want to know more about the character before I actually play the character. That's why Hellcat was kind of very bad at the beginning. I'm gonna say it.
Well, it's a common trend with people in the YTMC when they get their first ever roles. Like,
let's not mention the fight scenes. I want to die every time I see one of those.
Okay, man, you watch X-Force, it's a big difference.
Oh.
But that's okay, though. I mean, like I said, it's a common trend when people join the movies. Like, their first couple scenes, and then to their last scenes of the movies, it's, like, visibly getting better. Like, not to throw you under the bus, bro, but Isaiah Blair, when he first came in as Ghost Rider, he was so incredibly mid in the beginning, and then he was a lot better by the end.
Yeah.
But that's how it works. I mean, Not every person is natural. I mean, look at me in Moon Knight 1 as compared to me in Moon Knight 4. That's like two different human beings,
Yeah.
basically. I mean, it really, in a way, it really was, actually. But how do you mentally prepare to become a character? How'd you do it in theater? Start with that.
I didn't really have to act for the witch.
Bro, it's just psychotic. In real,
She's not psychotic.
IRL.
She's loud.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
being loud.
Anybody that saw Moon Knight 4 and like this first couple scenes of Blood Hunter knew that already. But it worked for them, though. It worked for them. And Moonstone, of course.
Well, another thing was I was scared you couldn't hear me through the mask. So I was like, I have to be loud.
But you could. Well, see, you have like a naturally, sorry, here.
Loud voice.
Not like a loud voice,
Loud
but
voice.
you're well projected, I guess is what I'm saying.
Loud voice.
Okay.
Stop trying to put it nicely.
I mean, you're not naturally loud. Gabe is naturally loud. So, did you know what the YTMCU was before we met?
No,
No?
kind of.
Kind of?
I found the Instagram.
What'd you think?
I was like, so the guy. I don't think I'll throw myself under the bus.
No, you can say it. You gotta say it now. You've
The
already...
guy I've been stalking for a few years makes movies.
That's insane. That's insane. I mean, I should have expected that. Absolutely. Did it ever cross your mind to want to join before we met?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was just scared to ask.
I mean, I totally would have said, yeah, we were looking for females.
I'm scared.
You can ask any of the people in the group, any of our viewers. We were searching for women like it was like a drop of water.
I'm gonna be honest. I had a pixie cut and it was ugly as shit. You think I had the courage to DM you and be like, "Yo, I want to be in your movies"?
I mean, have you seen some of the people that were around in the movies at the time?
I don't even want myself back then in these movies. Okay,
I mean, yeah, you now is
that's drawing the line right
better.
there.
So I have like a list of questions. I'm trying to think of like in what order to ask.
I love how I said I had a pixie cut whenever I had one. Whenever
It's like a damn bowl cut. That's what you had back then. So now that you have joined, let's not go into specifics, but overall, what's it been like? Like, is it fun?
Yeah.
Go into some detail. Like, what's your favorite part
You
about
said let's not get into specifics.
it? I mean, okay. Well, I guess that means it's time to get into specifics.
Give us a little more detail. Let's get into specifics. Wow.
What is your favorite elements of being in the movies? Like making the scripts, making the props, prosthetics, acting, directing whenever you do, shooting the shots whenever you do.
Right, no, I don't like that. I like other people that tell me what
Fight
to do.
choreography. When you're good at it, you're good at
I
it.
don't like writing fight choreography. I can fight. I don't like writing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, as a whole. Like, that just means, like, actually doing it, too. Like, the stunts,
I like acting. I also like writing some of the heartfelt scenes.
You really killed it with X-Force. If you've seen X-Force, Kendall wrote all of the, like, the more deep scenes.
All those slaps are real, by the way.
Oh my god, yeah. They hurt.
I slapped Alex about, like, 5 times, and then he slapped me twice, 3.
I did not take as many tries.
Well, it was because the first time that I slapped you, Brady
was like, "Oh no, we filmed it wrong."
And then
he just wanted to see me get slapped.
Yeah, he just wanted to.
Son of a bitch.
I knew he was lying.
Brady, if you're listening to this, fuck you.
You're a prick.
Okay, anyway. So your favorite part is the acting? What do you love so much about acting?
Do you want the deep answer
I want
or
it all.
no?
I want it all.
I like being someone else other than myself.
Okay. Go into it, yeah. What is so fulfilling about it? If it makes you feel better, a lot of people that we do movies with, I've asked similar questions, uh, including myself. We've all said something similar to that. You don't have to be ashamed to say anything. I promise you that.
I just don't know if I want it to be out there.
That's fair. I mean, if it's not something you feel confident saying, then you don't have to say it.
Next question.
You know, I'll say something, because I understand, especially when I initially started making these films. Of course, it wasn't just because I liked the characters, it wasn't just because I liked the costumes and the concept of making movies about characters that nobody had heard of. But as I really started to get into the acting part of it, because that's what I enjoyed much more than writing. You can ask anybody. I don't actually like writing at all. I hate writing movies. I hate editing them. I just like being in them. But I do it all because nobody else knows how. But to be not only another character that isn't you, it's something else. It's something different. Because it gives you a glimpse into what type of other person you could be. I wouldn't say it's self-hatred, because at the end of the day, it isn't. It's the desire to break away from the monotony of your life. Because you're the same person every day. Now, granted, that person is however they may be. Could be a great person, you could be a not-so-great person. You could have a lot of likes and dislikes and, complex moral things about you. But a lot of times people wonder, what would it be like to be someone else? What would it be like to be different? Like, what if I was never me? What if I had a better personality, or if I had better looks? And especially, what if I had better confidence? What if I was not as self-conscious? And that's a thing you get a lot with like superhero type characters, is they're, even though we said they were realistic earlier, even they feel the same things we do, but it's when they get in the suit that their confidence increases. And, then they become someone they're not. So the reality of it is, that's why I think Hellcat was like a perfect character for you. Because Patsy is like you. She's a shy person. She has, she's kind of goofy. But she's also very down on herself. She doesn't believe she's good enough for anything. I mean, she even says that to Hyperion in the film. Even as a superhero, she still questions herself. But her having the guts to even get in the costume and do what she does, that's what makes her so special. That's what makes her a hero. Because anyone can wear a costume. Hundreds of people do. Thousands of people do. Both in the real life and in the universe. But anybody with a heart that strong is going to be a hero. Just like how when I see you act, you're a great actor. Because you have such a heart to act and to play characters. Because you want to be something but more than just yourself. And that's greatness in a way. In anything you do. If you're an athlete, if you're an actor, even if you just work really hard at a job, putting more out there than what you have to do. That's what makes a person great. And that's why I thought Hellcat was a good character. Because you're that kind of person. You could have just done your work in school and been yourself. But no, you got in the band, you got in front of people and you played, and you acted because you enjoyed acting. You enjoyed being you. And that's exactly what those kind of characters remind me of. And then there's the other facets of your personality that every character may not be the whole of you, but every character is the part of you. Hellcat is your optimism, your desire to be a better person. Bloodhunter is your inner problems, your traumatic issues, anything with you that people don't see. Psylocke is your will to keep fighting, your will to keep living, and to be stronger every day. That's you. You are all of those things. When you say you don't like yourself for what you are, all of those characters are you. They're just split apart. And I think it's okay to be anything that you want to be. I think you're great, obviously, or I wouldn't have married you. But even as a person, I mean, you're a great person. And I would tell anybody in the films this. They are all great people. That's why they're here, because they are okay with putting away their time that they could be doing anything to hang out with a bunch of goofy idiots wearing spandex in front of a fucking iPhone 16s camera, dressing up and being stupid and goofy. And there is nothing wrong with that. Never hate yourself for that. I think I've said enough. If there's anything you want to add onto that, feel free. But that's how I feel. I personally believe there's no reason to hate yourself ever. Unless you're a terrible person. But if you were a terrible person, I wouldn't be speaking to you. So, we've had terrible people in our movies. They're not here anymore. So, take that as you will. But, I guess from a more less internal and more just entertainment value, what do you love so much about acting? I think I've just completely unpacked everything you were going to say before. So
I think it's just seeing everyone like what we do. Even if it's not, even if we don't think it's much, all of our fans clearly think it's a lot.
yeah, that's a big reason why I keep making them. Because, I mean, like I said, I obviously just enjoy doing it because it's fun to do. But at the end of the day, you do have doubts and you do question yourself, like I do all the time. There's been so many movies I've canceled just because I've been like, I know I can't pull that off. I know it's not good enough to do. And there's been multiple projects I would love to have done, but I know I can't because I've just moved on from them. But having people in the comments and see when everyone else, when the movies come out, everyone else is looking at how they acted, to see how good they were, and to get opinions from me often of the time because I film the whole thing usually. But for me, when I put out a film, I get the perspective from everyone else. How did you write? How did you act? What do the effects look like? And knowing that not only the people that watch our channel that like it think it's good, that you guys think I've done good, it definitely makes it a lot more enjoyable of a thing. And I'm sure you're glad because Psylocke got a lot of good reception.
Yeah. Psylocke was a very good movie.
So this is less of a question, more of just I'm gonna have you say it to the audience. Go over just like in a list all of the characters that you played.
All?
All of them. Like all not like every single one.
Oh,
like all the main
okay.
characters. Like obviously, Psylocke, Looman, okay. But you also have like Anna Schultz from Shocker.
Yeah.
Cyanide Jane from Quicksilver.
Cyanide Jane, oh my gosh. I love that little gothic teenager.
We'll talk about her here in a little bit.
That was sad.
what's the favorite character you've ever played? Like out of all of them that you've played. Not gonna count Moonstone because that movie isn't done yet.
Yeah.
Or Polaris. Is Alex your favorite? Okay. So
I don't know, that fight scene between Gorgon and Psylocke was just...
that scene is so raw, man. Genuinely so good. So, who's the first character you appeared as? That was Anna, I think, right? Yeah, Shocker came out before Hellcat.
Did it?
I'm pretty sure. We finished Hellcat before we finished Shocker, but we put his movie up first. I know that. Well,
I think we did.
Take a quick look. Oh no, it came out before by like a month. So, well, let's talk about Anna first, just because it's a much smaller role. Give me all your thoughts about that.
I mean, she was right.
She's like the reverse of what's her face from Breaking Bad?
Skylar White.
Skylar, yeah. She's
I
Skylar.
know that, and I didn't even watch it.
Peak. But no, what'd you think of that character? What was your favorite part about her?
Her yelling at Shocker. I liked yelling at Ben.
I was gonna say, I think you just enjoy yelling at Ben.
Love you, Ben.
Yeah, that was a fun day to. This it's like I think it's like 2 days we shot with her.
And then Brady let Ben drive his car.
Oh man, scariest thing you could ever do.
Scared shitless. I thought I'd see the car somehow land in Brady's living room.
Just like we thought you were gonna wreck the car, Dalton's car, into a metal.
I'm better than Ben. I'm way better than Ben.
Well, you are older, so I'd hope so. Hope you'd have at least a little bit more common sense.
Yeah.
What else do you want to say about Anna?
I don't know. There's not really much to say
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think
There's
that's
not
fine.
much to go off of.
I just wanted to milk that one as much as I could because it was a little one. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Probably not a character you'll ever see again. Sadly.
Doubt.
Doubt. I mean, I doubt we'll get another Shocker movie. Well, I guess let's move on to Hellcat.
I could have done so much better.
Yeah, what do you think about your performance?
I was dog shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, man. A lot of the people thought you
I
did well.
actually... That's one of my least favorite movies.
Really?
I hate... Not because of anyone else. Everyone else did freaking amazing.
Except for Brady.
Keith was amazing. Shayla was
The
good.
pause.
Shayla was amazing. Brady was amazing. I was dog shit.
Wyatt was also good
Wyatt was good.
as Speed even for like 2 scenes.
And Nick Fury
Nick, yeah.
for one scene.
For like 30 seconds. Hey, if you liked Hyperion in that movie, don't worry. You're gonna see more of them.
My fights were dog shit. My fucking...
Yeah, compared to what they look like now, the fights in Hellcat are not that great. I think I've just realized you're better with
Hellcat's fucking cringy.
Well, I mean, have you read the comics she's from?
No.
They're written by white feminists off Tumblr. Of course they're cringe. Look, man, you either get modern Hellcat, which is white feminist cringe, or 1950s Hellcat, which is like misogyny bait. You can't get either one. The closest thing you can get to like a middle ground one is me. God. So that's the unfortunate thing. Hellcat originally started as like, you know, the classic. She was a fun fact for you fans out there who don't know this. Patsy Walker is actually a character from back in the 30s or 40s, and she didn't become like a Marvel character until I think the 60s or 70s. Yeah, she was actually originally a character of like a romance comic, and then later became Hellcat. But originally, yeah, she was just like the classic dorky high school girl, and then eventually she became the goofy cat girl boss thing. I tried to make her like as much of like a normal human female as I could.
As you could.
As I could, yeah. And to be fair to me, that was my first time ever writing a female character. Like an actual one. Like I've written Gina, but she's not really like a main character. And she's a stoic badass cop, which I can write stoic badasses like I'm in my fucking sleep.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the hallmarks of my shit. Those kind of characters. So it was my first time writing a admittedly more quirky, goofy female character.
Yeah.
I think I wrote her well for the most part. If I didn't, you can shit on
No,
me.
you did. I was bad.
I mean, to be honest,
I was horrible.
you're what I expected for the character. Like, I wouldn't have changed her. Because the scenes in which you were supposed to be cool, you were cool. I mean, with some of the dialogue a little goofy, yeah. But, I mean, that's just how I wrote them, unfortunately.
It's more than goofy.
You don't gotta shit on yourself that much, man. Everyone has bad roles.
She was bad.
I mean, she's one of the most popular characters now, so she couldn't
Worst
have
role ever.
couldn't have been that bad.
My worst role, actually.
Okay.
Just pure acting wise.
Well, actually, to have some questions specifically about Hellcat, so I'll ask those real quick. Marking off which ones we've already done. Okay. So if I can remember correctly, when we were looking for characters to cast you as, Hellcat was one of the ones you chose.
I'm pretty sure.
What drew you to that character? If you can remember.
I
Or
don't
if
freaking
not,
know.
if not, what made you like her now? Like what draws you to that character now? Because you still like her, obviously. You want to be
I love Hellcat.
You wanna be her,
I want to
yeah.
be Hellcat again. I love Hellcat.
What do you like about her?
That was like, that's one of my favorite roles, but she's my least favorite. She's like, still like deducted down some points because purely of my acting.
It
That was on me.
It was your introduction to being a film actor. So you were gonna be different, obviously.
It was my first ever time being really a hero of a story. Because
That too, yeah.
all throughout
I remember you saying
musical theater, I was either the villain or like the heartthrob or some.
Yeah, it was the first time being like a more main heroic character who isn't tied to, romantic interest. Which I mean, she does have one.
But it's not
the
her whole
Hey,
personality.
it's not the center of what makes her her. Is it a part of her? Yeah, but that's not what makes Hellcat Hellcat. No, it's not. But please continue, sir.
I forget what else I was gonna say.
You were talking about how you were drawn to her and you had difficulties because she was not like a heartthrob or a villain character.
That's it, really.
I know you've probably never read a Hellcat comic.
No.
But as I described to you, she's a bit more like goofy and
Yes.
somewhat cringe. The YTMCU version of her is a bit more grounded and more, in some places I'd say darker than the comic version.
Yeah.
So how did you approach bringing that side of her out? Because like for most impressions you got of her, she wasn't the way she appears in the YTMCU as much.
I mean, she's really. I wouldn't say it was different for me because I felt like I didn't play the comic Hellcat. I played the YTMCU Hellcat.
All right.
So I didn't have a predisposition of, oh, Hellcat has to be this way. You only told me the way Hellcat was, and I was just like, oh, okay, cool.
See, that's a really good thing about having more like underutilized characters. You can kind of make them your own.
Yeah.
And Hellcat is a character that most people have never even heard of.
No.
Like, I mean, hell, when I first made the YTMCU, people thought I made Moon Knight up.
Yeah.
Not even lying. You can ask any of the guys, most of them did not know who that was. Hell, most of the people at the time didn't even know who Iron Fist was, unless you were a comic fan.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, virtually unknown. So I wanted to take us back to the roots of that and have a female underutilized superhero. That's why I brought Hellcat. And I love Hellcat. When she's written well, she's a really cool character.
Yes.
Now, granted, her modern runs have been kind of shitty. They've kind of made her a terrible person, like the whole stuff with Iron Man. She got married to Tony Stark. That was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But anyway, Hellcat often balances her optimism with her trauma. How do you capture both sides of that character without making her feel one-dimensional?
How do I what?
How do you capture both an optimistic and a traumatic side of Hellcat without making her one-dimensional? Like, how do you mix those two together?
It helps with your writing. It's not all just about the acting.
Right.
Writing has to help too. I mean,
right, yeah.
I can't act it without words.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it.
Did you personally feel any connection to Hellcat as when you were portraying her? Like, what relation did you have to her?
I really liked Hellcat. Hellcat was by far one of my favorites to play because she was just so fun and so cute, but just some part of me didn't like the way I acted.
Yeah.
So, I hate to say it, but I always think that my view of her will be tarnished a little bit because of it, but it's, once again, not anyone else's fault.
I thought you did good. That's just me. What would you say is Hellcat's most defining moment of the film? Like, what really makes her one of those upper echelon characters?
I would have to say whenever, she finally was like, Aaron, you're too much, we gotta just stop. And when he goes to kill her, she's like, she uses her freaking claws. Like, she finds a whole new power within her.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. That's one of the things that always makes a YTMCU character become like one of those top characters is when they have the moment in their story where they should not be able to win, but they pull something out from within themselves to win. And Hellcat's power is a perfect example of that because she quite literally is reborn essentially.
Yeah.
To fight again, and she has to figure out how can I win now.
Yep. Which
is something that puts her up there with like Danny and Mark and yeah, hell, I'd even say Spider-Man. Spider-Man's an interesting case, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
If you could expand on Hellcat's character arc and story, what direction would you like to see Hellcat go in?
I would like to see more of her in a Hyperion.
Yeah.
That's mainly what I'd like to see more of, because we hardly saw it in the movie, which I understand it wasn't circled around it, and I would have been mad. And he would have been mad if it was circled around that. But right. I feel like we just need something with them.
I didn't want a romance plot, because
it's literally about her getting over her ex-husband.
Right. I mean, it was nice to have a little bit of one, but that tied a lot into her backstory and her personal love for superheroes more than actually a romantic side plot.
Yeah.
There was
that just kind of happened.
You're right. Yeah, I'd love to make either a film or a series or something with those two as like a duo. I think that'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
Her human optimism mixed with his stoic space god personality would be very funny.
Yeah.
Do you think Hellcat deserves more solo spotlight or her series in the YTMCU? And if so, what kind of story would you want that to be? Like, if she were to get her own solo film again, what kind of arc would you want her to go through?
No. I want to see like her past because we never really delved into that. We mainly delved into her love life with
Aaron and
Aaron.
Yeah.
So
her origin story essentially.
Yeah.
Origin, but also not origin at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do if I made a solo Hellcat story. I'd either A, explore how she, you know, becomes more of a hero in her like new life as a hero, or I would find a way to tie that to her past so then we could find out more of who she was.
Yeah.
Because what we really know about Hellcat from the film is she was with an ex-husband who's a piece of shit. She had a dream of becoming a superhero or a detective. Trained a lot of martial arts, and was like overall kind of like a pushover essentially.
Yeah.
And then the story is her gaining confidence. Um, Hellcat's often. I think you're gonna like this one. Hellcat is often paired up with street level heroes in the Marvel lore. Who would you like to see her potentially team up with out of all the YTMCU heroes?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight Hellcat would be the craziest team up.
I don't care if anyone says they're totally different. That's the point.
It would make for a good contrasting story.
Absolutely.
So this is actually my perfect podcast to do because what I used to do was I kind of like ask random questions about like different stuff and like kind of throw it around. What I've decided to do is for people with a lot of roles, I made sections specifically devoted to those roles
Mhm.
and like move down. So I have like another 6 questions about Hellcat, and then we'll move on to the next one. All right. What was your favorite scene to film from Hellcat?
that that night was so funny. All of us were just crying, laughing. It was so good.
That was a good time. What's your favorite scene from the movie?
Ooh. I'd have to say, Luke Cage and well, it's more of a shot, but Luke Cage and Hyperion dabbing up.
That was a cool moment. Me and Keith very much enjoyed that. Um,
That was really good.
the next one, a bit different question. Was her costume comfortable, or did it have its own like challenges?
Her costume was so comfortable.
Was it really?
Yes.
Most comfortable costume?
Nah.
Psylocke.
Yeah.
Very fair. That was a simple one.
Yeah.
So, as opposed to other characters you played, you said you like to get into the role of a character, like what they think, how they feel. How did you get into playing the character of Hellcat? Like, what kind of processes did you go through to become her?
I mean, I didn't really have to become her. I just kind of looked at the paper, asked you some questions, and then I kind of had a feeling for her. At first, I didn't really, because I was just like, you know what? Alex said she's goofy, I'm gonna be goofy. She was too goofy. Way too goofy.
Yeah, a bit goofier than maybe needed.
So
She's
I
like
was
like it's more of a Spider-Man type of character.
almost. Unrelated, I found this cool game. It's called a crime scene cleaner. Sorry. Anyway.
Hey man, if you're into that, go play that. Non-sponsored.
Non-sponsored, it's $24.99.
If I was sponsored, these videos would be a lot better.
Go play Surgeon Simulator 2. Not the 2, but the first one. Or the second one, too, if you want.
Yeah, go play Surgeon Simulator, or in Gary's Mod, and Team Fortress 2, and Repo, and Among Us, and Schedule 1, and all that good stuff.
Kitty Powers Matchmaker, Animal Shelter 2.
Don't play Roblox, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Play games made by independent creators.
Yep. Don't play games made by Roblox.
Don't play the Diddy games. That stuff rot your brain.
The fact that you sent me that video and it happened so close to when
dude,
it
I
happened.
know. Yeah.
Sorry, there was this guy that showed up on Instagram. It was an ad and it said, "Have you been..." What did it say?
S-A'd or S-H'd while playing Roblox. Lawsuit now.
Or on Discord?
Or on Discord.
Yeah, I was like, wow, okay, just starting it off the bat with that.
It's like, I'm sure plenty of people have been SH'd on Discord. But anyway. Next question. Uh, if Hellcat had to fight Psylocke or Bloodhunter, do you think she'd beat either of
No!
them? Yeah, me neither.
Nah!
We already did an episode on Bloodhunter versus Hellcat, and
I love you,
did
Hellcat.
not have fun.
You beat the hell out of Hobgoblin, but
Um,
that's a feat right there.
if Hellcat could join any of the YTMCU teams, whether that be X-Force, the Midnight Mission, the
Secret
Midnight
Avengers.
Suns. Yep. I was also going to say Defenders.
Or the Defenders.
Or the Heroes for Hire. I think
Or
she
the
would.
Heroes for Hire.
I think she would do good in Heroes for Hire alongside Danny, Daredevil, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, she's already met Daredevil.
She's already met Daredevil. At some point, well, she's met Spider-Man too.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to meet Iron Fist. It's got to happen. Those two would be a great team up. If Hellcat were to have another solo film, what kind of villain would you like her to fight? Any ideal villains that you think would be really cool for her to fight against?
I don't know. It depends on what type of plot. There's not really a lot of villains for her to fight. She fights a lot of other.
It could be any villain though. Like who would just be like really interesting to see her fight, just for the hell of it.
Tigra.
Tiger's not a villain though, but I mean.
But anybody.
I could see it.
Who's a cat that's
Black Cat would be a good villain for her to fight.
actually yeah.
Those two have
We
good
need
fight.
Black Cat in a movie.
Yeah, I agree. That's another character that I really like that I would like to put in a movie.
I'd play her.
Hell yeah.
I love her so much. She's so cool.
I actually have Kendall actually bought this and I have it now because that's what happens to most things in this house.
Well, I live with you.
You didn't at the time though.
It doesn't matter.
Well, anyway, we
Basically did.
actually have a Black Cat graphic novel. We could always adapt that into a
She's
film.
so cute. I love her. Sorry.
All right. Anything else you want to say about Hellcat?
Awesome character. I was bad at acting.
Don't worry, guys. Next time she comes back, she'll be much, much more fun. I already liked her personally, but seeing that Kendall wants to make her better gives me hope for another installment being even better. I will say, though, you did make a good impression for being the first female character in the YTMCU. Well, first female hero or villain in the YTMCU. You made a good impression. Well, I mean, look at it, though.
I tried.
I mean, you literally did see the comments where people were like, we need more female characters in the YTMCU. Which, having that ability has made for so many interesting plot lines.
You're free to play?
What is it?
Bongo Cat!
Alright, Kendall.
Okay, what?
So now, we'll talk about your second, well, no, I can't say second. But basically, second character, Blood Hunter.
Yes.
So when I first proposed this character to you, what did you think?
I didn't know what to think. I was like, okay, cool. A vampire. That'll be fun. And then she turned into one of my best characters, in my opinion.
For context, Kendall wasn't a fan of vampires.
I hate vampires with a burning passion.
She really only knows about the Twilight vampires.
They make me want to kill myself.
Yeah, I'll have to show her, like, Underworld or some shit. I did show her Blade later on, so...
I do love Blade.
Vampires were cool in that. But anyway, she was not a fan of
I can
vampires.
just have Bongo Cat while they do other things on my computer.
So... Bloodhunter is one of the most brutal and complex characters in the YTMCU.
Yeah.
How did you get into the mindset of an immortal assassin vampire with a dark past?
She's me. In a way. I won't say how, but you know how she's like me.
Right.
But I really feel this character, and
Probably the character you relate to the most out of all of them
Yeah,
so far.
she's really the one that I relate to the most out of any character. I love her to death. Um, I actually told Alex that I would definitely love to play her again if you guys would love to see her again. I love Blood Hunter.
Yeah, Bloodhunter is definitely a really cool character. First female villain.
Yeah.
Um, she's been through childhood abuse, many a murder. Hit with the curse of vampirism and has spent decades as a killer for hire. Was it emotionally difficult to embody a character with such a heavy personality and history?
Yeah,
Also,
cause in the way that I relate to her, it's a big part of her. Well, we don't really see it yet, but I truly feel like it's a big part of her. Like it's a big part of me.
how does the relation between you and the character? How did that forge the way you portrayed her and the way that you view her?
It's I mean, it's the way that I wanted to react whenever that happened.
Wish we could get deeper into that, but I know it's not to be said.
Yeah.
Um, so between the precision of Psylocke, Hellcat's optimism, Bloodhunter's rage, she feels the most dangerous. Is the most dangerous, I'd say. How do you balance showing her humanity without softening her edge?
I feel like Scarlet and Blood Hunter are two different characters. Whereas Mark and Midnight, they're kind of the same.
This is one of the things I love about the way that I wrote them. You're dead on with that. I think we've talked about this before. Blood Hunter is Scarlet's deep inner insecurities and self victimization and anger blown out, right?
Yeah.
Scarlet is at heart a good person. And but she feels she's been victimized.
Yeah.
And she, has a lot of problems with, her past, her trauma. Like she even says in the film, sexual abuse, fatherly issues between both her original and her adopted one. She's never really had a family, but we know her dream was to always to grow up and become a singer.
Yeah.
And as a character, she is visually supposed to be presented as a very attractive female vampire.
Yeah.
So we know that like she's a good person, she's a good looking person. And we know behind the curtain those things she says to Cypher and to Mark, we know for a fact she is a good person.
Yeah.
If she wasn't a vampire and could just be normal, she would. She would never, do any of the things she does.
Mm-hmm.
She just does them because she has the power to. Mm-hmm. Whereas Mark, he's one of the hardest heroes to like. Well, not hard to like, but hard to agree with the way he does things. Because unlike how Blood Hunter is the insecurities of Blood Hunter put on display, Moon Knight is the real Mark.
Yeah.
It's his deep inner trauma and his just shattered, fractured psyche let roam free.
Yep.
What you see is what you get with Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think. Well, I know she doesn't because I wrote her. Bloodhunter doesn't actually like enjoy killing. The reason she goes after Moon Knight in the first place was to appease her adopted father, and then she holds a grudge against him because he makes her feel like she's not strong enough because he beats her.
Yep.
The violence with her is completely situational.
Yeah.
Whereas Mark, He loves violence. He's a violent human being through and through. He enjoys it,
Mhm.
which is one of the reasons he has an edge on so many characters. Most heroes love to use their powers to help people. They don't like to hurt villains. They don't want to fight them. Like, if they had to choose to use their powers just to save people, they would.
But Mark,
But Mark, if there was no crooks and monsters and beasts roaming around the streets for him to kill, what would he do?
exactly.
Who would he be? You know? Whereas Scarlet is such a fun character. They're both so unique in their own ways, but they're both, despite how describing Mark's personality makes him sound like he'd be boring, he isn't.
He's not.
And I cannot wait to see more of Scarlet's personality.
I can't wait either. I hope we do.
Hey man, I don't know if anybody ever remembered it, but I did put out a post a couple months ago where I announced the Blood Hunter movie. Alongside 3 other movies that I'll probably talk about in a little bit. Maybe. Well, yeah, definitely. Do you see her as more of a hero, an anti-hero, or a villain?
Auntie.
Or something in between?
She's an anti-hero. Well, actually, I feel like starting off, she's obviously a villain. But
Okay,
at the
yeah,
end,
right.
I'm pretty sure she's an anti-hero at the end, because she's still...
Yeah, Mark kind of converts her to get out of that.
Well, obviously, because...
Would you like to see a potential future where Blood Hunter becomes full hero?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, because of her vampire urges.
I mean, Blade could do it.
Blade kills people.
Not humans, though.
Okay, yeah.
See, that's what makes Blood Hunter an anti-hero, I think, to this point.
But I feel like in a case where there's a pedophile, she wouldn't hold back.
Right.
Blood Hunter would not hold back.
Right.
So that's where I'm like, she's not a hero.
Yeah, I mean, she's a hero to some.
She's a hero to some. She's
That's
a hero to me. I love her. She's amazing.
I mean, Mark does the same thing.
Yeah, that's why he's a hero to me.
I mean, Daredevil's like 3 punches away from becoming an anti-hero most of the time. So
I don't know.
his Catholic faith
Daredevil's
just keeps
kind
him from killing people.
I don't know. Shouldn't you like not harm people too?
Daredevil's such a cool character. I can't talk about him here though. I'd love to though. I'd love to make another Daredevil. What was your favorite moment with Blood Hunter in that movie? What was Blood Hunter's defining moment in that film that made her a cooler character?
There's 3.
Go ahead, list them all.
When she found out Mark was Mark. Well, Midnight was Mark. When Mark was Mark. Yeah, Mark's Mark. Just kidding. Mark has 2 other personalities. He's not just Mark.
Right.
But so that Midnight's death.
Oh.
And then Tutors. I feel like all 3 of those combined changed her. Was like the whole turning point in who she really was.
Right. I agree, yeah.
Because I feel like she didn't have to appeal to Tutor anymore.
Right.
So that was like a weight lifted off of her, but also she lost like one of the only father figures she's ever had. One of the only good ones.
What are your thoughts on her relationship with Tutor?
I don't know. I mean, it's a good dynamic for like a father-daughter, but well, for like a boss, and maybe like someone he sees as his child, but as like a full father-daughter relationship, it's not that great of a situation.
Well, I mean, if he didn't have his actual son, you know.
Yeah.
That leads me to my next question. I think I'll be more interested in talking about. What about her relationship with Nemean and Grand Mal? What do you think of that? That relationship was a lot further explored. Those three had a lot of time to shine together.
I love those three together.
What'd you like about them so much together? What made it?
How different they were. It showed that despite Scarlet being a reserved person, she can step up when it really counts. Like, she stepped up to freaking Nemean of all freaking people.
Yeah.
Probably knowing full well she'd get her ass clapped by him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she would win against him.
We'll never find out.
We'll never find out, but
They wouldn't fight anyway.
they wouldn't fight. Yeah, nah. But just seeing her like step up to Nemean shows that she's not afraid of them, or she didn't expect them to attack her. So
Never steps up to Grand Mal though.
well,
Doesn't have to.
Grandma's chill. She
Yeah.
has to put Nemean in his place sometimes.
Yeah, Grand Mal takes care of both of them. The brutish nature of Nemean and the ego on Bloodhunter, he has to keep them both in check.
So they don't kill each other.
He's like, now, children, just remember, I will be with your asses. I really like this three together.
He's definitely the older brother.
Grand Mal. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, canonically, I'm pretty sure he is the oldest.
I'm pretty sure too.
I wrote them. I don't remember though.
I don't know.
Bloodhunter's the youngest. I know Nemean. I think Nemean's the middle one,
Yeah.
which makes total sense.
Yeah.
So Bloodhunter, she's fought Moon Knight 3 times. She's faced off Morbius. People don't remember that. She even helped fight Tudor. What is your favorite Bloodhunter fight scene?
My favorite?
Yeah. This includes her in the trio against the demons as well.
That one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That one or the second Blood Hunter fight? The first one we
With
filmed?
Moon Knight? Yeah.
The action. This. I hit right on my bruise.
Oh.
I mean. Guys, I bruise easy, so I get a lot of bruises.
We work in a warehouse together, and it's
I get
very
bruised a
easy to
lot.
get injured. I mean, you saw that one time, man. I had that cut on my eye. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. I almost had a box fall on my head today. I just I put it on the racks, and then later I was putting another box on there, and it was really heavy. And I moved out of I backed up, and as soon as I backed up, like the box almost hit me. I was like, "Oh." Anyway.
Bloodhunter's story is tied to her childhood trauma, her history of violence, her vampirism survival. Do you think it is possible that she will ever find peace? Or is she destined to stay in the shadows?
I hope. I hope she won't stay in the shadows.
Yeah. I would like to give her more of a... I'm sure you'll understand when I say this. I don't want her to be a Moon Knight copycat.
I don't want her to be a Midnight copycat either.
I would like to see her have a good ending. Mark kind of will always live. Like, he had an ending in Moon Knight 4, but it wasn't the ending of, oh, I become a superhero that the whole world loves and sees, and it was more of just acceptance of himself, what he is, and who he's become.
Yeah.
I feel like Bloodhunter could become like a full-on superhero. because,
Yeah.
like I said, she is a good person on the inside. Mark will never be that. All he can do is be good enough for the people he cares about.
Yeah.
You know?
Hmm.
That leads into my next question. If you could write a Blood Hunter solo film, where would you take her? Like, where would she go in the story? What kind of arc would she follow? What kind of person would she be by the end?
She'd be a whole new person.
Also,
So, I've been thinking hard. And I think I want her to have a villain that can mentally break her. Like, use her trauma and, like, break her.
so then she has to rebuild herself and
Yeah.
become stronger. Psylocke moment, but worse.
But worse!
But worse.
Like, actual,
Genuine,
like,
like psychological trauma.
yes, psychological, like, seeing her abuser, all that yummy stuff.
Ugh. So where would that lead? What kind of person would she be by the end of that? Going through all that again?
I feel like she'd come out way stronger than what she was before. I feel like she'd be like, okay, I think I know what I want to be now. Because even now, like, you'll see in the little bit that I've written of the Blood Hunter movie, she doesn't drink human blood.
Right.
She drinks pigs or cow or chicken blood. Like, meat blood.
Yeah.
So she doesn't hurt humans. So I think that would literally solidify in her head, I don't want to hurt humans.
Right, exactly. What was the most challenging part of playing her? And no, you can't say the corset.
Why?
Because I know that's what you're going to say.
God, I hate that thing.
That's what the next question's about. Just answer this one first.
The worst thing about playing her?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like being prideful. I don't like saying I'm better than someone. Unless I actually know it.
Right.
Then if I know it, I can back it up. But that's why I'm so hard on myself whenever I watch the movies. Because, like people say, you are your biggest critic.
All right.
So, I'm very, very, very hard on myself.
Yeah.
And the worst part about playing her was, I don't know. I don't think I can think of anything that was hard to play about her.
Just worked for you, huh?
I guess. I don't remember anything. Like, I did okay in my acting.
I mean, I say you did.
I don't like the way you were looking at me whenever.
I don't know. I just was expecting something. In personal conversations with people, including yourself, we compare Blood Hunter and Psylocke a lot.
Yeah.
How do you personally compare their differences and similarities? Like when you played Psylocke, did you feel any Blood Hunter in there?
I mean, I didn't really feel I feel like Psylocke and Blood Hunter are two different characters.
Right.
So I don't think I felt either in the other.
Okay. Interesting.
Psylocke doesn't have the rage and the ego.
Very true.
She just knows she's good. Blood Hunter has to say she's good to be good.
Ooh, I will say this. I think you'll like this. The way they perceive doubt is what makes them who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Bloodhunter starts to doubt herself, she gets weaker.
Mm-hmm.
But when Psylocke starts to doubt herself, it makes her become stronger.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite literally how she becomes higher plane Psylocke. It's because of her doubts.
Yeah.
Um, if Bloodhunter had to face any of your other characters, who would give her the hardest fight?
Fight one of mine?
Yeah.
Psylocke. Wait, no, isn't she immune to psychic attacks?
Vampires aren't, though. Well, depending on how powerful their psychic powers are.
Yeah. Which I doubt that Bloodhunters is stronger than
There
hers.
does not currently exist a vampire.
So I would say Psylocke or Moonstone.
Well, that's just cheating. Moonstone would probably wipe her ass with Bloodhunter's mask. That's how hard that wiping would be, bro. If Bloodhunter were to join a YTMCU team, you know, X-Force, Secret Avengers, Midnight Suns, which one would she be?
Midnight Suns.
Which one would you? What character from Midnight Suns do you think she would have the most chemistry with?
Like the current Midnight Suns?
Yeah, the ones from the movie. Who would she have the most fun talking to? No, you can't say Moon Knight.
Black Knight.
Black Knight. Really?
Because you know how they're opposite people?
All right.
I feel like she'd like Black Knight, whereas Midnight hates Black Knight.
True.
I feel like that would be her little bestie, and he'd be like,
She'd probably be like, Doctor Strange is a know-it-all. And then she'd think Johnny is a whiny bitch.
Yep.
She would think Man-Thing was weird.
Yeah.
She would hate Hannibal because he's the only person who can outwit her. Because he's such a prick.
yeah.
Black Knight's probably the only person who would actually give her a shot, too.
Mhm.
Like, he'd be nice. Just for fun, do you think Bloodhunter could take down other powerful members of the YTMCU, like Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Hyperion, anybody like that?
Nah. Absolutely not.
Who would you like to see her fight for Matchup Monday? Give me some free ideas here.
I don't know. You've really covered everyone from what I've seen.
There is one person left.
No.
Oh, you know. Purple-haired ninja.
I doubt.
That'll be an episode, don't worry.
I doubt she'll win.
Well, maybe if she gets stronger, you know.
Ooh,
I don't know. Anyway.
maybe.
Moving on to the next character, we have Cyanide Jane
Oh,
from Quicksilver Time Crimes, the most underloved
I
YTMCU
love
film
that
ever created.
movie. I'm so sad. The worst Quicksilver has more views.
Probably because of the first one, the second one doesn't have you. I wouldn't doubt that in a way. Thoughts on her as a whole before I get into the specifics of it.
She was so cute and so sweet, and I wish she didn't die.
Pietro does too. We just switched from a whole different character. Now we're at the
Sweet little.
sympathetic villain type.
Yeah, I feel so bad for her. That poor girl.
So Cyanide Jane is a very different character from the other two like we just talked about. You know, she's a villain, but one who's also just a broken child.
Yeah.
What was your approach to playing her?
I don't know. You just told me how to play her. That's
Okay.
really all I did. There's not much to her.
Yeah.
She's not crazy. She's not psychotic. She's a child. That's literally it. With time stop powers. She's Dio. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. She's
Oh my god. I mean, she's a year younger. Did you find Jane harder to play emotionally than someone like Bloodhunter, who is violent but more in control of herself?
I mean, I never really played anyone who can't control her powers, really. Because, you know, when she uses it, she dies. So
Right.
she can't control it.
Right.
So it was new to play her like that. To, like, play a character like that.
My next question was, what was it like playing someone whose powers are literally killing her every time she uses them?
It was new.
Yeah.
It was pretty sad, too.
Cyanide Jane's story is pretty heartbreaking. Watching her parents die, killing the shooter herself, and eventually becoming a murderer. Um, how did all of that change your perspective on the character after you started playing her by the end of the film?
I
From
didn't really change my mind from her. I always thought she was a cute little thing that deserved so much, so much better than what she got in the end. Like, I'm always genuinely sad about what happened to her. It hurts my heart.
Yeah, definitely a more tough character. Unfortunately, it didn't enough people didn't watch it, but she's definitely one of my more favorite villains.
Hey, if you're one of the people who have not watched it and you already know that Jane's dead, you're the problem. Go watch the movie.
So
I'm joking. I love you all.
she has a very fascinating power you don't see in a lot of characters, which is, time stopping. Do you think the whole being able to do it for like only 10 seconds made it more scary or more sympathetic?
I think it made it more sympathetic. I mean, it's not necessarily scary.
Yeah. I feel like the thing that keeps her from being scary is her power level. Now imagine if she was someone on like the strength level of a Mr. Sinister with that kind of power.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying. um in the end of the film, Jane resets all the murders and erases herself from existence. How do you feel about her final choice as a character?
I feel like she could have left them dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They could have stayed dead and she could have lived.
Funnily enough, Pietro agreed with you there. You want to know why? Uh, the main reason why she resets them all back to where they were is because of Pietro's influence on her. Because even though he personally did not care for the people that died, he didn't want her to live her final moments believing she was a bad person. Granted, I mean, he wouldn't have cared if she was going to stay alive. He would have just put her in jail, but, big part of his character as well.
I don't feel like he would have put her in jail.
You don't think so?
She was a girl who is misunderstood. He wouldn't have done it.
Valid opinion.
He didn't do it to his sister.
True.
When the frick did I open Sims? Close. I want to play Bongo Cat. It's not closing. Sorry, continue with the questions.
I'm waiting for you to stop tapping. Do you think Jane was ever truly a villain?
No.
Um,
Was that even a question?
no, I just wanted to hear you say it. How different was it to film scenes as her compared to other characters? Like, her powers.
I mean,
her
I wasn't
personality?
dying every 2 seconds as other people. Sorry, Jane. Love you, girl. Miss you. But I don't know. I like her. She's cute.
Yeah. Since Jane only exists in one story, did you approach her more like a one act tragedy or someone that could have had like a longer arc but was cut off?
Repeat.
So, since Jane only exists in one story, did you approach her more like a one act tragedy or someone who was going through a longer arc but was cut off from having that arc?
She's cut off.
Cut off?
Yeah. I definitely feel like she was cut off. She could have been so much more.
Definitely. I agree. I feel like if I would have went for the original interpretation of her, to where instead of being like a young kid and she was just like some bitch
Yeah.
and using her power, she would have been more of like a full-fledged villain for Quicksilver to fight. But I also feel like the way we went about it made her how great she was. You know?
Yeah.
Her not lasting is what made her so special. We gotta watch that movie again sometime.
Yeah. We did.
Was there a particular moment while playing her that stuck with you personally?
Her death.
Her death. That was a hard scene to film. I remember that. Me, you, and Wyatt, me, you, and Wyatt out there at like 1 in the morning.
Wyatt was crying. I was crying.
It's just sad, man. And then the actual ending of the film. If Jane had survived and stayed in the YTMCU, do you think she could have redeemed herself, or was her fate inevitable?
I think she could have redeemed herself. I'm sure. What's his face? Reed could have
Oh,
done
Mr.
something.
Fantastic?
Yeah, could have done something to help her.
Oh yeah,
Cause
he can do anything. Which other YTMCU characters do you think would have had a big impact on her if she had met them?
Danny.
Danny?
Yeah, I feel like he would have been a good influence on her. He could have helped her.
You know who I personally feel like would be a great character for her to have spoken to? Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Hellcat, Hyperion, especially him. He would have been a good mentor figure for her.
Yeah. They'll never meet.
Yeah, well, she'll never meet anybody, so. Alright. Well, let me check my list real quick. I think I know where we're going from here, but I just want to make sure that I'm not. Oh, okay. Alright, let's talk about the psychic assassin, Psylocke.
Okay.
Psylocke is actually, surprisingly, unlike these other characters, like a somewhat iconic Marvel character
I love Psylocke.
that a lot of people actually know. Like, she's in video games and multiple X-Men movies and cartoons, unlike Hellcat and Bloodhunter, who doesn't even exist.
Well, I mean, Scarlet Fastanera does,
Yeah,
but
right.
Bloodhunter doesn't.
What was it like stepping into Psylocke's shoes?
I felt like I had a lot on my shoulders with her. Because all the other ones weren't really known or Anna Schultz was made up. But this one, I was scared.
Sure.
I was scared.
I mean,
over.
this is a character that has fucking fan pages dedicated to her on Instagram and Psylocke pages. You had a real character to play this time around.
Yeah.
How did you approach that character? Because I know she ain't you like Bloodhunter was. She's a lot different. How did you approach that?
Medicine.
Medicine goes crazy. Hey, if you're watching this video, if you look up in the middle of the thumbnail, her head is right there at the top. And Bloodhunter's down in the left corner, and Hellcat's next to Hyperion at the bottom.
No Anna Schultz.
She's a name.
But Psylocke is a really cool character. I knew I really liked her whenever I found out like her main color was purple.
We do love purple. So, we talked about the other two characters. Do you personally relate to Psylocke in any way? Or did you find that to be more of like a stretch?
It was more of a challenge because I don't really find myself to be like Psylocke. I just don't really see myself like her at all.
How so?
I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah, she would have been able to answer that question. um, so obviously she is the cornerstone of the X-Force. She's the leader,
Yeah.
despite what Havoc may have been. What was your favorite moment as Psylocke? Spoilers are allowed because if you're watching this, you've probably seen the movie already.
Going higher plane mode with Mr. Sinister Gorgon.
Those entire scenes were just fucking insane. Doing effects for that was so fun.
Okay, but if you ask me my favorite scene, you're probably gonna be shocked. But it's because my actual favorite scene is the best scene, so I don't want to put it as my favorite scene either.
Right.
So
Yeah, fair.
okay, next.
She often fights alongside brutal characters like Wolverine, Phantom X,
Deadpool.
How do you think her
Haven't
presence?
tried to kill a baby.
Yeah. How do you think her presence on the team changes the dynamic of it all?
I mean, they all clearly respect her. Wolverine didn't at the beginning, but I think that's because he was just being Wolverine.
Right. He's just like that.
Just like that. He's gonna be like that. He's always like that with anyone.
I mean, yeah, look at the way he treated Deadpool.
Yeah.
Until the very end of the movie. And he didn't like Phantom X either. The only person he could stand was Havoc, and they were training buddies, so
Yeah.
they kind of had to get along.
But, she really puts a damper on all of their craziness with her calmness. Because she really is the level-headed one of the group. Havoc is too emotionally charged. Because
Despite his laid backness.
despite his laid backness, he's too emotionally charged. Wolverine. How that man has PTSD. He's been through so much.
PTSD, crippling alcoholism.
Yeah. Deadpool, he's a walking.
You know Deadpool.
You know Deadpool.
You don't even need an explanation for Deadpool.
No.
He's fucking insane.
Our Deadpool is Deadpool.
He's cuckoo chew, bro.
And
Phantom X is just completely.
Phantom X is a robot.
He's unpredictable.
Well, he's not a robot. He's a cyborg. I don't want to call him a robot because he's not. Wait, what is he?
He's a cyborg.
Okay.
Yeah, to be a robot, you have to be like fully metal and AI. Has multiple human brains. Three, yeah. Psylocke is one of the most powerful telepaths, if not most powerful characters currently in the YTMCU. Do you think her psychic abilities define her more as a hero, or do her martial arts skills define her more as a hero?
Neither.
Neither. Are they even, you would say?
No.
No?
Her attitude is what makes her a hero. She could have killed Gorgon. She could have literally cut his throat open, but she let him live. Because she's not like that.
That was a sick answer.
The only person she killed in quotes, because we all know.
Well, you never know.
We all know he probably won't be dead. Mr. Sinister. Which is fair, because she didn't want him to hurt anyone else.
She didn't kill Avalanche, she just knocked him out.
She didn't kill Avalanche, she knocked him out.
And if that's something you're wondering, just watch the movie and you'll find out. There's a certain scene that tells you that.
We won't talk about Mystique. Anyway.
Forgot about Mystique. Whoops. Yeah, it's okay. She was there.
Oh, that's the TV. I was like, what's that sound?
If you could give Psylocke an arc going forward, whether that be in another X-Force film or her in solo film, what kind of story would you want her to have from here? Where would she go from here?
Well, I would say since she's at home with her brothers, before we even dabble or even think about putting her in an X-Men movie, like, before we even do that, think about an X-Men movie. We have to do a family movie.
With her and Brian and Jamie?
Yes.
That would be a great Psylocke, too.
Yeah.
Psylocke and Captain Britain.
I like that. That's actually cool.
That would be cool. Plus, who doesn't like Captain Britain? Don't say anything.
We will not be doing Psylocke's Captain Britain.
We're going to do the OG Captain Britain.
We are doing the OG Captain Britain. We will never do the Psylocke Captain Britain. I will not let anyone make me.
Dalton will not write that film.
Dalton will not write that film because I will kill him.
I mean, I'd like to see it, but I
don't want to be Captain Britain.
Well, hold on, here's the thing. I would like to see that happen later on.
Later on, yeah.
I want Psylocke to have some stories, and I'd like to see Brian actually be Captain Britain. So then, when he dies and she becomes Captain Britain, it's so much more impactful.
Exactly.
Then she has a legacy to step into.
It's just like...
I'm glad we didn't immediately have her just be Captain Britain like was originally planned.
Yeah.
And she got to be Psylocke first. But now that we've seen her, I want to see her be Psylocke more. And I want to see Captain Britain be Captain Britain.
I want to see Captain Britain and Psylocke. I don't want to see...
Psylocke as Captain Britain.
Yeah.
I would love to see them together for at least a couple movies, and then maybe her step into his shoes.
Yeah.
That would be sick. But right now, no. Sorry, Dalton, if you're listening to this. But I'm sure you probably agree.
We love you, Dalton.
How different was it to portray Psylocke compared to other YTMCU characters, especially in terms of her body language, performance, and like accents and stuff?
What was the hardest?
What was different about it?
Different?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't talking in an English accent.
How was it to do an English accent? How was that?
Well, I mean...
English. England. Technically, you'd be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could say British,
Yeah.
but you could also say English. Because English is both an accent and a language.
Which is weird.
Which, it's kind of strange. If I'm wrong about that, don't say anything in the comments. I don't want to
Anyway, I've never had an accent. That was my first ever one, and...
Pretty sure the only one so
you
far.
could tell that I was bad when we first started.
I'll tell you what, after that very first scene, though, you got a handle on it pretty well.
Next.
Was her costume the easiest or hardest to work with out of all the others?
Easiest.
The garters, though. Oh, those things sucked.
Easiest.
Yeah.
The Hellcat glove made me really want to end my life because of all the fucking nails falling off.
Yeah, that sucked. And the corset of Blood Hunter.
Yeah, that's what knocked it down a lot for Hellcat. But Psylocke, best costume.
Here's one thing I like to really want to know, because I do these, obviously. Did you enjoy the telepathy/mental battle sequences more, or did you prefer the more grounded, like sword?
I like them evenly. I like seeing both with Psylocke because that's...
And that's what made the Gorgon
Who
fight
she
so
is.
good.
Yeah.
Because it was both. How do you think YTMCU Psylocke compares to other versions of her, like Marvel Rivals or X-Men Apocalypse?
I mean, I'm sure she's infinitely way better in the comics.
Oh, well, yeah. No question. I mean, that is where she comes from.
But her attitude, I think, matches comic Psylocke perfectly. I don't really want to dabble on Marvel Rivals because it's a game.
So fun fact,
There's not really a lot about.
the Marvel Rival Psylocke is actually not even the same character.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
It's a
say.
whole different person. The movie version could have been great. Visually, it looked good.
She could have been so much better.
But she just did not have enough.
So comic Psylocke, she is literally perfect as ours,
Pretty 1-to-1 with ours.
and
And the costume is like near perfect.
yeah, she's so badass. I just love her.
So fans often debate whether Psylocke is better as a leader or as a lone warrior. Where do you see her?
She's good in a team when it matters, but she's better alone, I feel.
I think she's good in duos.
I think she's
Underrated
really
answer.
good in duos, yes.
Her with Phantom X, baller. Her and Havoc could be a good duo.
Me and Alex were gonna do this thing. He was gonna, like, kneel down on the floor and I was gonna, like, jump off his back, but I was like, at the last minute, I was like, I don't know if we should do that.
What we ended up doing against Sinister was really fucking cool, though. The tag team punches.
Yeah.
So, for the next question, if Psylocke were to fight another telepath, whether that be Emma Frost, Professor X, Hope Summers, or anyone like that, who would you like to see her fight, and how do you think she would do?
I don't know who I'd like to see her fight, because all the telepaths I can really think of are either leagues above her or leagues below her.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Typhoid Mary.
Oh, dude, Psylocke would fuck her up, dude.
Emma Frost is leagues above her.
Now, Emma Frost can't fight worth shit.
No,
her
but
telepathic
powers
powers
are actually crazy. Now, if it was a fist fight, Psylocke would actually beat her.
Yeah.
Pretty badly.
She would definitely beat Charles Xavier in a fist fight. Bro can't even walk.
Psylocke wouldn't even dare punch a person in a wheelchair.
He would never do that.
Psylocke would never.
But
Mark would.
Emma Frost would. I mean, it depends. What did that wheelchair-bound person do?
Yeah, that's true. What did he do?
If that wheelchair-bound person touched a child, he's getting
I'm gonna
filleted.
be honest. Mark has not punched someone that didn't deserve it.
Yeah. That's fair.
I mean, in your boxing career, you expect to get hit, so.
Well, right, exactly. No, yeah. Who would you say is more dangerous, Psylocke with her psionic sword or Bloodhunter with her scythe?
Psylocke.
This one will be an interesting one. If Psylocke could join a YTMCU team outside of X-Force, who would you like to see her fight alongside? The Midnight Suns, Secret Avengers, Defenders, Heroes for Hire, Squadron Supreme, anybody?
Squadron Supreme.
You'd like to see Psylocke hang out with Hyperion?
I think she could. I think she could keep up with them, to be honest.
Yeah?
Somewhat.
Yeah. I think...
See, she's way more powerful than, like, most of our characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Currently, within the YTMCU, I'd say out of the heroes, she's at least top 5.
She's... The only people who can evade her are the people that are immune to telepathy. Those are the only people that she cannot.
Yeah, see, there's...
Unless it's... Okay, so, obviously she can't hurt Sentry.
Well, yeah, nobody can.
Because, you know, the Void would be like, get out.
Hyperion's like the only person that could square up with him.
Yeah. Moon Knight, Khonshu would kick her out.
Yeah, Moon Knight's got telepathic immunity.
Phantom X, well, he's not stronger than her.
He's also dead.
He's also dead, but he had that...
He had the mask.
The mask, and which... I wish we kept some of the deleted fight to have her wear the mask, but...
Yeah. But the other one was just so baller. Yeah, in the original final fight scene,
It was bad.
Venomic sacrifices his life by giving her his mask to make her immune to Sinister's psychic attacks. But I think it was cooler that we had them fight in her mind.
And so that she overpowered him.
Right, instead of her being immune to it, she had to overcome it. That shows more strength.
Yes. I really do like that a lot. I'm happy we did change that.
I mean, at the end of the day, him dying still made her stronger because it was the loss of him that gave her that strength to pull forward. And find an even more powerful higher plane than what she fought with Gorgon.
Yeah.
The higher plane from that fight would have turned Gorgon into a fucking blood smear on the floor.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about Psylocke that I did kind of on purpose. I did like kind of anime thing they do. Like a lot of anime characters, like they'll get stronger and get forms for each fight. That's what Psylocke does. Yeah, something like that. Whereas a lot of comics characters will kind of just stay the same and then just like show that they can get stronger physically. Like they don't. Yeah.
I mean, he does get
Johnny Joestar.
Johnny does anything with axe in the stand world.
Yeah. I know you don't like the show, but the main thing I compare it to is Dragon Ball. Because the characters have to, push their willpower and become stronger to become stronger. Yeah, Hamon. I compare Hamon a lot to Iron Fist, actually. Which, I mean, it's very similar. But yeah, her psychic powers are one of my favorite things I've ever had to work on. And I don't think there's a lot of characters who could stand up to her level of psychic destruction. Now, are there people that could beat her in a fist fight? Oh, yeah. Not many, but there's a few.
Yeah.
Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, Daredevil. Like, no powers involved, they could probably beat her. She'd beat Mark in a fist fight with no powers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he does have a rough and tumble style, like Mike Tyson style, but hard to beat a pressure point fighter that knows ninjutsu. Let's see, what else do I got? That's pretty much all of the character questions I have. Go back to all the main questions I had. Okay. Outside of Psylocke, Hellcat, Bloodhunter, Cyanide Jane, who's a character that you've always wanted to play?
That I've always wanted to play?
Yeah, like who's a character that sometimes I bring up like, oh, we should do a new movie, and you're like, I'd love to be this character. But it either happens or it doesn't.
Black Cat.
Black Cat.
I love Black Cat. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but she like shows a lot of tits. It doesn't matter. Her whole personality isn't her tits, guys. Yeah. Okay. That's literally not everything about her. And if you mention it, you're part of the problem.
It's all just a distraction tactic anyway.
Yeah, that's literally it. And people call Black Cat a whore, which also stems to them calling Felicia Hardy a whore.
Right.
Which Felicia Hardy and Black Cat, once again, two separate people, really.
Right.
So
I'm guessing, who would you say are the top three?
Top three?
Black Cat's number one. Who are the other two that you would love to play? Marvel heroines or villains?
I would love to play...
Get ready, guys.
I would love to play Hela.
Hela? She's actually on your shirt.
Yes, she is on my shirt.
Right next to Spider-Man.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
But yes, she is on my shirt. And I would love to play her. She seems so badass. Not movie not the movie version.
The comic version.
Though I do think she was cool in the movies.
I think she's one of the better.
She was badass in the movies.
She's one of the better MCU villains. I would agree.
But we would do the actual comic version of her if we did.
Yeah, I'd love to do Hela. She's one of the coolest villains, and not to mention she's a powerful villain too.
Yeah.
Heard you mention Black Widow before.
I don't know about I've thought about it, and then I was like, I don't know.
So I feel like it's a basic choice because it's already been done.
I mean, I'm also not as flexible as her. Not to mention, I couldn't pull off all the shit she does.
Yeah, that's very true. You know who I think you'd be good as? Mockingbird.
Ooh,
If you know who that is.
yeah.
Hawkeye's girlfriend thing. I don't know. She kind of reminds me of Daredevil. She uses batons.
Found it out. I found out my next one. X-23.
Oh, X-23 would be
I want to be X-23 so bad.
X-23 would be a fun one.
You can ask Alex. I've literally asked him to be her.
I mean, we've already...
I really want to be her.
We
so
have Duckhen and Wolverine, so we're only missing one of them. Should be Laura.
Yeah? That is true.
Imagine seeing her and her pops team up.
Which, that would be the only kid who would team up.
Yeah, nobody likes Duckhen or Dakin, however you want to say it. Screw Duckhen. I'm glad Moon Knight beat him up.
Wolverine would have approved.
Oh, real, yeah. Back to the questions. What character felt the most natural for you to play out of all of them? You said Blood Hunter, but
Blood. I might make this a little sad. Actually, the one that flowed the most naturally was Hellcat. Because I'm so used... I used to be so used to faking happy that I could just do it. And that's what it was with Hellcat. Like, I could just do it.
yeah.
So, like, I feel like all that helped with that. So it was kind of easy to just go into Hellcat mode and be like, oh, yay! I love the world! The world's amazing! I'm a superhero! Woohoo! Like...
But you did enjoy it, though.
I did enjoy it. I loved Hellcat. But I thought I did shitty. I really wish I thought I did better, because I really want to like the movie.
I mean,
but
everybody in the group says you did good.
Everybody's gonna watch this and then I'm gonna get fought.
All right, let's move on to something a little bit more fun. Let's talk about some behind-the-scenes shenanigans. What is the funniest memory you have as any of your characters? Or pick a funny moment for all of them. One funny moment per each of your characters that you remember. Start with Hellcat.
Hellcat?
Yeah.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
We giggled.
Just
We literally giggled for so long.
It took us forever to film that shot. Just a girl with powers. Ah, I'm just a girl. Funny moments for Anna Schultz. Yelling at Ben.
Whenever I went, and then no words came out, so I just stood there with my hands out and like my chest puffed out for a few seconds and nothing came out, so I laughed. I just couldn't think of anything. Or whenever, I don't think it was in the behind the scenes, but
No, I remember we might be thinking of the same one.
at the school,
Which one are you
the
talking
Big Elm.
No. What are you thinking of?
The part where you were like filming us and I get like this and
Oh,
then Brady
yeah.
goes,
I was thinking of the one clip from the behind the scenes where you were like, I don't want to take your money, so leave me alone, and you close the door and then you open it up and take the money.
Like so funny. Oh, and also Ben saying, "Shut up, the woman," and then swinging on me. Okay. Yeah. That was so funny.
What about Blood Hunter? Any funny moments you remember as Blood Hunter? You were very locked in for a lot of this, to be honest. I don't really remember any of myself.
Oh,
I'm sure if we went and watch back the thing, I can find plenty.
whenever I accidentally hit you with my scythe and you broke it.
Oh, off my head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never been the same.
Yeah, you have. You're fine.
The scythe.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself.
Oh, I'm fine.
It's like, yeah, you've been fine.
What about cyanide? Probably not a lot of funny moments of cyanide.
Oh, whenever I did the first blood spit take and I went,
Yeah,
know,
that's
that-
nasty, man. Nasty.
Alex will insert the picture he got from that
I
as
will.
well.
I will.
It's an amazing photo.
And lastly, I'm sure there's a lot of these funny moments to Psylocke. I'm sure you could think of a bunch.
You want me to be honest? The whole training fight, well, the fun fight at the end of the movie.
one we did in the winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that whole thing was just a gag.
That thing was funny.
That thing was just a gag to do, because we were gonna do it with... Fun fact, we weren't gonna have Deadpool at all. And
Yeah.
X-Force. Deadpool was not gonna be in it, and then we convinced Brady to let us put him in, and it worked out.
Yeah.
In the end, because Brady's not even making the movie anymore. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't even matter that it even existed. But, whenever I kicked off my boot and it hit Ben in the balls.
Oh, man. Poor guy. He got hit in the balls so many times during that. Feel bad for the guy. Brady hit him with a snowball to the nuts.
And, whenever, he pulls out his gun and I, like, swing down my katana and it's perfectly cut off, that one's perfect. I know that's not really behind the scenes, but that one was a gag, so then we just kind of threw it in.
Yeah. What's your favorite behind the scenes film from any film that you've been a part of? Like, you know, Wolverine, Spider-Man, any of the other ones?
I'd say Midnight 4. There was a lot of great movies.
There's a lot of funny stuff in Midnight 4.
Whenever I
For being
said,
the most serious movie.
whenever I said you beat me, and then you went, said we'll be right back.
Yeah. All right, now we're moving on to the more general questions. So, from your perspective, what makes the YTMCU different from both Marvel Comics and the MCU?
I mean, we take the characters that Marvel makes and we kind of dilute them, but not as much as
The MCU does.
the MCU does.
Looking at you, Marky.
And we have less budget than they do. By the way.
We did.
Way less budget than they do.
If we did, our movies would be, like, insanely good. If I didn't have company restrictions and all that dumb stuff, our movies would be awesome.
Yep.
Do you think the YTMCU's more darker tone makes it more interesting to play characters?
Yeah,
Or does
because it gives you more freedom to do what you want, really.
I have to agree.
Including if your character is rated R.
There's a lot of gore and fights and violence that I put in these movies that you could not do in the MCU.
No, not at all.
Anything Moon Knight does. I mean, you
Cannot.
saw that in the show.
Yep.
He doesn't do anything. So from a writing perspective, what do you think is the biggest challenge of telling a superhero story as opposed to like another story you've written before? Because I know you've written some stuff, just like for fun.
I've written fantasy.
Right.
So,
Hey, me too.
fantasy and Marvel or and superheroes are two different things.
Right.
What I was writing was a guy who was transported into our world from his world, fell in love with a woman, he went back, and then he was like the prince of the kingdom, and then he just left one day.
A reverse isekai.
And he just left one day and was on the run and went back to the real world and married the woman. So his best friend came to the real world and killed her.
Oh, that's insane.
And kidnapped his kids.
That's insane. I love that.
So he has to go through his whole old world, which is brand new to him, because it's like entirely rebuilt, because they burned like the kingdom to the ground.
Literally a reverse.
Over him.
Literally a reverse isekai, if you know what that is.
No.
An isekai is a type of manga or an anime where a real person gets transported into a fictional thing. That was literally a reverse of that. A fictional character gets transported into the real world.
Yeah, but it was. It's totally different writing them because you don't really include powers, you just include their weapons.
Sure.
But with superheroes, they have powers.
Which can be very fun.
Which can be very fun or very hard to write.
There's some characters whose powers I absolutely adore. And it's been so hard to write how they would fight with them.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain character who uses ice powers. And damn, do they look fun to make, and they look fun to use. For the life of me, I just cannot think of a fight sequence with them. Hard. Like, there are some characters, I can just make a Daredevil throw some punches at a dude, because I'm a fighter, I can do that. That's easy. But then you look at a character, like, hell, I had trouble with Psylocke. Because you're like, how do you fight someone with your brain?
No, literally.
But then I kind of started to figure it out a little bit more. As I started to get deeper into it, psychic blasts. I'm like, well, at least there's a form of energy I can use. And then I eventually started to think of it like, oh, think of her as a power battery. The battery can explode. Which YTMCU storyline that is not a character of yours, like a character arc or a film that without you as a main character, do you find the most interesting? Like, what character that is not one of yours are you like, man, I want to see more of that character in a movie? Or like a story that's played out where you want to see where it goes that isn't one of yours?
Not one of mine. There's a lot.
Who first comes to mind?
Brady's gonna love this. Iron Fist. I want to see more of him.
I do too.
And Doctor Strange. We don't really see a lot of him.
Man, I want to make more Doctor Strange stuff so bad. Midnight Suns 2 would be a good time. But I also feel like a Doctor Strange solo movie would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we've established him. If you had to describe the YTMCU in just 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Fun. Friendship. Love.
I mean, tear up right there. That's one thing I love about these movies is how close we all get to each other.
Yeah, we're all, like...
Not to be a cornball or anything.
I'm sure you all can see it on screen, but you all don't really understand the type of love we all truly, I'm tearing up, have for each other.
Yeah. These guys are some of my best friends I've ever had.
I truly hope they watch this. But, like, I came into this group not knowing a single person. Because they were either older than me or went to a different school. But they all just welcomed me. They didn't turn me away. They didn't call me names. They were just so sweet, so welcoming. It was really new to have.
Yeah, man. Some of these guys, man, I tell you, are some of the best people I've ever met. Don't get me wrong, are they dumb as fuck? Absolutely. Some of these guys are fucking stupid. And they agree with me. But they are legitimately some of my greatest friends. They're a second family to me. But no, I love everybody in the group. I've there's been specific films that have made me much closer with people. Like, if you remember the interview we did with Jack Mack, we talked about how Sin Eater, of all films, made us much closer friends.
Yeah.
You know, the film where I brutally murder him with a 12-gauge shotgun, made us closer friends. Dalton and I became close, not surprisingly, through the Moon Knight films, where he was my main adversary. We bonded a lot over pretending like we wanted to murder each other and fighting to the death twice. Brady and I, we kind of grew closer over the course of the films. It wasn't necessarily from acting in them. He just shows as much interest in them as I do. Like, I mean, as you see, he's made 4 movies.
Yeah.
Written and produced 3 of the best ones, in my opinion. Wolverine, Shocker, and Dragon Tiger 3. 3 of the best movies we've made. All made by him. And he shows enough love for it. Like, he is always excited to talk film ideas about me. And he's always sending me his ideas, like his scripts. And he's like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Hell, he's got 3 movies right now that he's making that you don't even know exist, but I know everything about them. Not you. The audience. You know everything.
I know
you
about
know
everything.
You know everything. But yeah, I've truly gained close. Hell, I mean, a lot of the moments that you and I had together in X-Force, as Phantom X and Psylocke, brought us closer together. And I don't think I've ever been that close with a person in my life. But to get out of that, because Kendall cried and I died inside, let's talk about some of the other films that are not ones you've been in. Of all the YTMCU projects you've been involved in, which one was your favorite to help make outside of acting? Whether that means writing, filming, working on props.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a movie I haven't been in since I joined.
Well, that can include what Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man, yeah.
You weren't in that one.
Well, I was there towards the end of it, so.
And Wolverine. Well, that can include ones you've acted in, but like as a minor role, you know. I had to think of one off my head. Probably Shocker is probably the only one I could think of that you weren't like majorly involved in. That's actually crazy. I guess I'll skip that one though. Was there a project that you felt especially proud of how it came together?
Psylocke.
You were gonna say that, but I felt the same way.
I was actually.
might
I
have-
think you'll agree with me on this. I was scared when we wrote it.
Yeah.
I was very scared.
When
But-
when the day of the watch party finally came, so much was about to be exposed, and it was awesome. It was so good.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite line or dialogue from any of the films you've been in that stood out to you as a viewer and not just as an actor? Like any like lines that if you were just watching them and have never seen them before would have been like, wow, that was special or that was great.
Any of them?
Any of them.
Omega Red, when he said, I was born in it, like, I was made
I
in
was
the...
born in the fire, so I'll die in it.
Yeah. I was born in the fire, so I'll die in it. That one.
There's a lot of great character quotes. That's for sure.
Pyro. You kick me in my fucking balls. That's my favorite quote.
He's also in this photo. He's on the left next to Mystique.
And,
You kick me in my fucking balls, Summers.
I'm joking.
Playing
But
that character was legitimately so fun. But anyway.
Mr. I know they're all from. I know these 3 are from X-Force, but Mr. Sinister's I just did it for money. Like, it was good money or something, he said.
I wasn't just Nazi. They just paid me good.
Yeah, that line, I probably would have shit my pants, to be honest.
Yeah.
If I wasn't there when it was made.
Yeah. There's a lot of exchanges in that movie.
There's so much I wish I could just not see while filming and just see it.
Just
up
wish
there.
you could, yeah, same. There's a lot of stuff that I'm just like, wow, I wish I did not film that and just had seen it. Because, wow.
Yeah.
Which villain do you think has been the most compelling so far in the YTMCU?
Guys, I know it's, once again, my movie, but
Yeah, Mr. Sinister.
it's Mr. Sinister. But Sin Eater as well.
If I had to make a top 5 villains, we'll bring this up because I bring it up in every podcast. Who's your top 5 villains?
Are we including things that they know about?
They can only be things that have come out.
Oh, okay.
Makes it easier.
I would have put Magneto up there so
Ooh.
fast.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he has been in any of the scenes we've filmed.
Yeah, yes.
I don't think he's been interesting in any of the scenes we've filmed. That's what I mean. Well, there's one. Which I mean,
He was very
he's
interesting.
very interesting in that.
He was very, very interesting. But, anyway, so
I have a feeling our top are like we're gonna have at least 4 of the same characters.
I don't know if I can put them in an order, but I can name them
I mean,
off.
yeah, that's fine.
Mr. Sinister,
Yep.
Bushman.
No.
That I'm going purely like overall,
Overall.
not power wise.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bushman.
Okay.
Sin Eater.
I got 3. Got 3 plus those 2 that make up my top 5. There's some good runner-ups too. There's some good villains that I could pick from. Truthfully.
Say yours.
So I got Sin Eater.
Yeah.
Mr. Sinister.
Yeah.
Jane.
Okay.
Tudor. And Mr. X. That's my top 5.
Okay.
Runners up gotta be Bushman, Crossbones, and Davos.
So Alex just gave me my last 2 because
Are they Tudor and Mr. X?
no.
No?
Jane.
Jane,
and
yeah,
Tudor.
yeah. Fair.
So I'll explain why mine first. Mr. Sinister. Mainly because we haven't seen someone. I can't think of another word for it, so I have to say it. Groom someone yet. Like a villain groomed someone into what they wanted them to be.
Props to me. What a long gameplay. What a long gameplay.
Like,
Since she was 4 years old.
yeah.
And we've never seen a villain so intelligent to pull it off.
Yeah, he like literally groomed her.
She would
And-
never have known that
And here's
until
the
he
thing,
told her.
guys, by the way, she can tell when people lies. She could not tell when
She just trusted him so
she
much.
trusted
she
him
didn't...
so much she didn't even check to see if he was lying. Because she knew him for so long, there was no reason to.
Not to mention, at the current moment, he is probably the most powerful villain.
Yeah.
Out of all the movies that have come out, most powerful villain. By a long shot. He might not win in a fight against other ones, but he has the most powers. He's the smartest, he's the most cunning. Oh man, Mr. Sinister, can't go wrong with him.
Alrighty. Bushman.
Bushman.
He's not the best power-wise, I will admit that.
One of the
He
weakest,
sucks.
actually.
But
Talk about
his whole motive, bro.
hater status. God.
It's Mark.
Talk
He
about
wants him
hater.
to fucking burn. He doesn't want Mark to exist.
Talk about the biggest hater. Imagine being such a hater that you essay a man's wife, and then you consume his child.
That's like not like. Never mind.
I
That's
hate
like.
the way that he talks. The way that he talks. I hate the way that he fucking throws
Dude,
fucking
he
darts out of
literally.
it.
Oh my gosh. And he
Nothing.
just did all that because he wanted to spite Mark.
Not to mention, he can be as scary as he is for a guy with no powers.
Yes.
Dude, just a dude with a machete can freak you out that much. And the impact he has on Mark. He's in his fucking nightmares.
Literally.
A man as stoic as Mark dreams and has schizophrenic illusions of Bushman and thinks he's there.
And mind you, Bushman is incredibly weaker than Mark.
Yeah.
But Mark is just that scared of him.
Yeah, Mark is so physically
So
disturbed by
that
him that
That just shows you how much power
Bushman has over him.
Bushman has over him, despite being weak.
And that's why the part 3 victory makes it so good, because Mark has finally sat down on his trauma and is just like, I'm killing you for good. And he does.
Every single time that they do that, it's always the best.
Sin Eater?
Obviously, the whole thing with his power,
Wow, yeah. There's a lot of them.
and I'm gonna be honest, guys, I haven't watched
The first Sin Eater.
the first Sin Eater,
We need to.
but I just have seen clips, and they disturb me to no end.
Yeah, the first Sin Eaters can be a little unnerving sometimes.
So I just really think Sin Eater is a really, really, really cool. Villain.
He's probably my number 2 now. Sinister got my number 1 spot. He was my number 1 for the longest time. And it's not even because it's me playing him, because like that's what most people would assume. But like, I think I personally wrote him to be a very interesting character. One of the most bizarre cases of a split personality disorder.
Yeah.
And not to mention, he was strong too. Just like Sinister was. Not granted, Sinister probably wiped the floor with him in a fight.
Yeah.
Not even probably, he just would. But Sinister...
Before he could even... He wouldn't even be able to shoot Sinister. He's way too fast.
Right, exactly.
He literally flicked Jean-Philippe's bullets out of the air.
Yeah, and John Philippe is a master assassin. Not just a serial killer with a shotgun.
No, Master Assassin has killed multiple people.
Yeah. Shot Mystique.
As she was moving.
Who's also a master assassin, mind
Who
you.
is also a Master Assassin.
Not disarmed, but defeated Omega Red using his EMP. Defeated Cyber, another master assassin who is practically invincible,
Mm-hmm.
and a master tactician. And held his own against Sinister.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sinister could not do anything against him. But that's besides the point. Sinister is shit. Sin Eater and Sinister. Wow, sins everywhere. Sin Eater is another one of those characters who the main characters were all afraid of.
Yes.
Like, they dreaded his arrival. Like, even the other villain of that movie was like, I don't really want to fight him. Goblin is another one of those characters who's runner-up for the top 5. But,
Alrighty, Jane.
Cyanide Jane. We talked about her earlier, so we'll get into it a little bit deeper now.
She's not up here because it's me.
She's not up here because she's evil either.
No, she's not up here because she's evil either. If I wanted to put someone up here for evilness, I would have put Moonstone, but I can't because she's not
X.
out. Or Mr. X, yeah.
He's up there.
So,
He's up there for me. Holy God.
Jane, she was just a girl who had something taken away from her at a very young age, which was her family. And then she found out she had these freaking powers. But then she found out it started killing her. And she could kill people, and I will say she used it for good. She was an anti-hero. I don't care what any of you say. She was an anti-hero. There was no bad bone in that little girl's body. She was an anti-hero. She was killing bad people.
Yeah.
So, she's a hero. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
And her whole death.
Yeah, underrated villain. Sure.
Yes.
Who's the other one that you said?
Tutor.
Tutor. We
So-
didn't go into detail about him.
Tutor. Woo. He is a
The top three is definitely cemented for me. Tutor, Sinister, Cinder, not in that order, but
yeah.
those three.
Tutor is one hell of a villain.
He's also in this picture. He's on the right.
I'd say he's a sympathetic villain.
Yeah, he's like a mix of Cyanide and Sinister. Sympathetic
But-
villain who, when he whips out the powers, you're like, holy fuck, this man's insanely strong.
Yes. He is, once again, doing a great thing. Bad way to go about it. Magneto, once again, great thing. Bad way to go about it.
There's a lot of villains that go down that route. You know, I just want to bring this up.
Mr. Sinister, good thing. Very bad way to go about it.
I want to make the world better by torturing and killing people.
Very, very, very bad way.
Yeah, okay, Hitler.
We saw how that went.
Funnily enough, he worked with the Nazis. What was I gonna
No,
say?
you didn't. They just paid him because of money.
That illusion was shattered whenever she went into his mind and saw all of the experiments he did.
Literally, no. Seriously.
That's why she says the line of, I knew you were bad, but I didn't know you were this bad.
Evil.
Yeah, I knew you were bad. I knew you were evil.
I knew you were
This bad.
I didn't know you were this bad.
Yeah. What a line.
I love Psylocke so much.
Yeah. I'd say Mr. X just because of how fucking evil he is. He's an evil character, like, for a while, like, the evil villain was kind of getting outplayed. But now it's kind of the same way with the sympathetic villain. Now, like, every villain has to have a motive. And sometimes you just want the bad guy back.
Can I also say we need to have another Moon Knight movie so he can say the moon haunts you?
Oh, fuck you.
No?
But yeah, I love X just because of how just like comically evil he is.
Oh god,
Like
yeah.
he puts Bushman to shame with the shit that he does,
Uh-huh.
and it isn't just to get back at somebody. It's just because he likes doing it. That's pure evil, man. That's not even right. Next question. That was a very fun conversation, though. I love talking about villains and characters in specific.
Yeah.
If you could jump into any YTMCU film you were not in, which one would you want to join, and who would you have wanted to play? It's like, look at all back any of the movies you weren't in.
Daredevil, Elektra.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yep.
I want to. That's another.
It's gonna
Dream
say, I
role.
was actually
That
just
is
about to
another
say
dream
that.
role.
You didn't mention Elektra.
That is another dream role.
I would love to do. You could make a movie about Elektra, honestly.
I would love to be Elektra. She seems so cool.
See, the good thing about our movies is you can make
And the good thing is, she won't look like Blood Hunter.
right because she's like so differently
Designed.
right. Just got a thing for women in red, I guess, and green apparently. What's next? Oh, what's it like balancing the fun of acting with the behind-the-scenes work we do together on scripts, film, and editing?
I mean, we really just film until it's perfect. Until we get either the giggles out or the forgetting the lines out or,
We
you know.
did that earlier. I had to mute some audio because we started fucking laughing for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Kendall said something bad.
It was really funny.
Alex had to put me in timeout. I'm funny.
I love looking at you and being like, I have an idea. And you'd be like, okay. And then say it like that. Or you being like, oh, I don't know about that.
Next.
The fans, they see the final cut of the movie. What's the hardest part of production that people do not realize is so hard? From your perspective. I obviously know what I think. But
Editing.
editing is the worst. Well, the worst part about script writing is trying to stay true to a character without making them too much of your own.
But that's like way easier than
It is. It is.
editing.
That's my least favorite part. Editing is the hardest part. But my least favorite part is trying to write characters and make them accurate, but also make them unique.
But I think you truthfully like editing. Because you like to see the final product.
After X-Force, I really enjoyed editing because some of those scenes are fucking awesome.
See, that's what you need. You need, like, a little kick.
That's why I've really been experimenting with these, like, more powerful outward characters that I can... Like, Sinister, Psylocke, and Pyro had some of the most fun editing I've ever done. Just like, see what happens.
There's no sound of Bongo Cat? That's dumb.
What kind of fan feedback has stuck with you the most? Whether it was funny, emotional, surprising, whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know. Most of the comments just say that you're good. My favorite comment was on that Hellcat edit you made that just said, "Hellcat, you rock."
That comment was so cute.
Yeah, man, people like
Hold on, wait. I think there was one that I read that I liked. Don't search. Is that a few? Oh, that's the trailer. We exit that. Like on the wrong thing. This one. I can see you guys put everything into this film. I'm incredibly proud of you all. I'm incredibly proud of all of you. Great job. Thank you, Bruce Knight Rider 1235 for that comment.
Yeah, you hear that? Thank you so much. Every comment is appreciated.
Yeah, every single comment makes us, every single view, every single subscriber, everything just makes us want to continue.
Absolutely.
Feedback, like, it all just makes us so happy that you all enjoy it and you all enjoy us.
Yeah, right. We love dressing up, and we love even more when people love to watch us do it.
Yeah, we don't do this for us, we do it for you guys.
Right.
If there wasn't a you guys, there would be no YTMCU, I'm sure.
Right, exactly. Okay, next question. If you could send a message directly to our fans, what would you want to say to them? Which I guess this is kind of you doing it in a way.
Well, I want to say thank you guys so much for everything you do for us. Even if it is just messaging us and telling us how much you love our work, or letting us know some ideas you'd want to see, or just leaving a comment on the video, or liking a video. It all means so much to us, and I really just want to say thank you. You don't know how much it means to all of us to read this and see all of it. It's so surreal to imagine we have over 2,500 subscribers. We're almost to 2.6k.
Oh yeah. Moon Knight got 10,000 views, man.
Moon Knight got 10,000 views. And I just want to thank you all so much.
Couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. I got 5 more questions, and then it is done. So this is some fun little what ifs. if you could play any YTMCU character in a future project, anyone, whether that be a character you've already played, a character you haven't played, or a character that someone else played, who would you choose?
You know, I think I make a hella good Luke Cage.
I think I'm gonna die. The way you looked at me before you said that, I was like, what is this woman about to say to me? I didn't know it was gonna be that, but it was funny.
Anyway, you know, I really hated this show in the MCU. I really wish it would die in a hole, burning, on fire.
There's so many of those. Which one could it be?
I would love to be She-Hulk.
Yeah?
I love She-Hulk.
Not
That's
your,
another
not your
dream.
top 5, huh?
That's another dream character I'd love to be.
I forgot to write this one. This one's funny. Which YTMCU hero or villain would you personally love to grab a coffee with in real life?
Hero or villain?
Yeah.
Hobgoblin.
I'm sure he would appreciate the love.
Come on, bro. He doesn't get enough.
That's it. I know what we'll do. We'll make a She-Hulk and Hobgoblin film where
Absolutely, dude.
she just carries him around and tries to make him feel better about himself.
We should do Jack of Hearts if we do She-Hulk.
Yeah? They did have a pretty good comic run together. That would really add to
Stay tuned.
That out of the...
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys.
Personally, I would probably say Scorpion. I could sit on his tail.
What?
Like a chair. You wouldn't need a bench. You could just like make it hang to the side and you could like sit on it.
Oh.
No, you nasty ass motherfucker. Wish you guys could see how hard this woman is right now.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, 3 more.
That was only the second one.
That was only the second one, yeah. This one is actually a good question.
Okay.
If you had to pick one, would you rather be the focus of the most epic final fight in YTMCU history, or be the focus of the most emotional character moment?
Fun fight.
Bitch, I want to fight, motherfucker.
I don't want to cry. I don't want to laugh. I want to just throw hands, bro.
And somehow you were in both in the same film. Don't mog on me.
I'm logging on you.
Tell me cash, motherfucker.
Yos.
Um,
Yeah, shout out to all my Netherlands and Estonia people out there.
shout out to Finland and Croatia.
Yes.
Garia, baby, let's
And
Shut up, Ray. I don't care you like Eurovision. Which YTMCU movie? 2 more.
Okay.
Which YTMCU movie would you show someone first if they had never seen it?
Hellcat.
Really?
See, I might not like it, but I know it's like a great first introduction. That or Spider-Man. Or Shocker.
Nah, you couldn't show Spider-Man first, because then you'd have to show him Cinder.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
If I had to pick any movie to be the first movie to show somebody,
Midnight Sun. I'm joking.
I actually feel like Midnight Suns wouldn't be a bad choice. Because you don't need to have seen any of the other movies to watch that one.
Oh yeah, true.
You don't have to have seen Moon Knight to watch that.
Psylocke, because you don't have to watch anything else, really.
True, because Wolverine comes after.
Yeah.
So you could watch Psylocke or Midnight Suns. Or Shocker. You could
Or
watch,
Shocker.
You
I
could
love
watch Shocker.
Shocker's good. Listen, Ben, I know I shit on you a lot for my movie being better or whatever, but you were a really good Shocker.
We need another Shocker movie. That movie's good. We need to see Shocker's Hero Redemption.
I have a beer on my head.
Beer.
Longo cap.
Alright, last question. Just for fun.
Okay.
Who is, in your opinion, the coolest, most badass YTMCU character? Not best. Not most interesting. Just the coolest to watch kick people's ass.
Midnight.
Yeah, I should have seen that coming.
I like watching him bash people's head in.
Who would be your other two, like, top three?
Probably Psylocke. I don't know. Whenever I watch Psylocke, I don't think that's me on the screen. Like, I don't feel like
Those
I'm
two are-
watching myself.
Those two are both in my top three.
I don't think I'm watching myself when I'm fighting. You know?
Right, yeah.
I feel like I'm watching an actual movie whenever I watch Psylocke.
Right.
I don't know what it...
It's 'cause
And
they're-
Midnight Force.
it's 'cause
Like,
they're
it's
so
just like...
different from us. It's 'cause
Oh, also...
that's how you know they're well made.
Also, if you ever compare, or if you ever ask us to compare Moon Knight 4 and Psylocke, we already both said we will never ever compare them because they are two different movies with two different stories.
Until we make the episode of Mashup Monday where we make them battle against each other for supremacy. Kidding.
Moon Knight obviously wins.
Really?
Yeah! He has that bird dude in his head. I would...
What did you just say?
Got that bird dude in his head. She can't mind...
Why she shouldn't so red?
Oh, red bag.
Imagine being like a first time JoJo fan and you watch this and you're like, this is how I found out, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
No. So Moon Knight, Psylocke, who's your number three? I really want to know if we share the same number three. I'm not gonna say it till you say yours.
Hero or villain?
Oh yeah. We could do three for each, because I feel like you totally could.
Okay.
So we'll do heroes first. Moon Knight, Psylocke, those two are definite for me.
I don't know.
You want to say mine first?
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine.
Yeah. I'd probably go with him too.
There are two characters that will, if their movies come out, will definitely eclipse
Mm-hmm.
both Wolverine, maybe Psylocke. I don't know. She knows who she knows.
Mm-hmm.
For villains, my top three for villains probably gotta go. Not to be that guy, Pyro.
Oh my god, yeah.
Love watching him fuck shit up. Something about that's just awesome movie. Nemean, Pyro.
Even though he's slow, he's fun to watch.
He is, because when he gets a hold of you, you're just done. Third one's a hard choice. Like badass villains. I love watching fuck dudes up. Pyro, Nemean. That's tough. The third one's tough on that one.
Okay, I know. Okay, I'm gonna go with Pyro,
Okay.
Tutor,
Okay.
and Mr. Sinister. Something about watching his, like, movements whenever he's, like, sending them towards Psylocke. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh!
Sinister's a good choice.
I'm like, yeah, you send them blast, even though I'm fighting you, but you send them blast.
I almost had Omega Red.
Dalton? Dalton said he didn't like how stiff he was in Psylocke.
I don't think it was that bad though.
And I was like, you're doing magic.
Magic.
You're doing, well, not magic, but you know what I mean.
If you're not fist fighting somebody, I don't think it matters how loose you look.
No, it doesn't.
But tough. It's tough. There's a lot of cool villains. Any of the vampires are cool to watch. They're just cool. Pyro, I like Pyro. Ooh, well, I just thought of another one. Gorgon.
Yeah.
Gorgon and Omega Red both fill the hole as well. There's one that I know for a fact would be in that list. The movie hasn't come out yet.
What would it be?
Huh? Well, I can't disclose that.
Oh. Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 villains from movies that haven't come out yet that I think would be in that list. Could I say Venom? He's not really a villain though.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a villain.
I don't know if I consider Sin Eater badass. I mean, he is, but like not in that way.
Yeah.
He's more of a threat that you're terrified of rather than one that like when he comes on screen you're like, oh dude, I'm ready to watch him kick ass.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I see Pyro. I'm like, I'm ready to see what this dude's about to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sinister's like a mix of both. I'd probably consider him more of a terror villain for me. Nemean, I like watching the trio of vampires just fuck people up. They're cool. Yeah, I'd probably say could I have all the vampires just be as one little gang?
No.
Okay. Pyro, Mega Red, Gorgon.
Okay.
All right. Well, anything else you want to say?
Thank you guys for watching. I hope it's what you guys wanted.
If you guys have any questions or anything you want to comment under this video, well, we could always do a part 2. We most likely will do a part 2 because there's a whole bunch of movies coming. So, hope you all enjoyed this video. It was really long. This is probably one of our longest podcasts we've ever done. Thank you.
After editing.
After editing, who knows? Yeah, probably be like 2.5 hours. But thank you all so much for watching. We hope you have an awesome night. Goodbye.
Bye.